Hey everybody, John Granato from The Bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5, and that's Josh Jordan. He's the editor of Sports Map, and he also co-hosts Moneyline weekends on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do that right now, so that you get all of our content here at Sports Map, HOU. Hey, this week, NBC Los Angeles carried a story in which Betonline.eg tracked Twitter for over a month, and they found that the Dodgers and the Yankees were the two most hated teams in baseball, with the Astros coming in third. We're third. We get the bronze medal for hatred. I'm kind of surprised. I'm a little bit surprised about this, Josh. I thought what happened to us? We were the most hated.
You wanted to have that honor, right, of being the most hated. I totally get it. You know, if you just listen to the media and the fans, you would think the Astros are the most hated, but you know, what it really comes down to is it's the good teams, the teams that win traditionally that are the most hated. I know the Yankees haven't done much, you know, in the World Series in many years, but traditionally they've been hated for winning. And the Dodgers won the World Series last year. No surprise there. I mean, their fans hate each other. They punch each other in the stands. You saw that at the Astros game. Dodgers are full of hate, but I think it comes down to the teams that win, John. And the Astros have been to 4 straight ALCSs, man. Like, they could go to their 5th this year. Like, imagine if that was the Texans. If we could be saying the Texans could be going to their 5th AFC championship game this year. I mean, that is dominance, man, and people hate that.
Well, and I think it has to do, too, with money, because the Dodgers are spending 6 times what the lowest payroll is. They're spending almost 3 times what the Astros. I mean, well more than twice as much as the Astros and the Red Sox, who are the second. You know, so I think it comes to the Yankees. We know forever they just bought the best players, and they didn't care about, and they never cared about money. And I think people, you know, see that the Dodgers are just buying hey, you get Scherzer. I mean, really, to add to Kershaw after you bought Trevor Bauer. And I mean, honestly, I think people have an aversion toward everybody who are rich. And the Dodgers and the Yankees are the richest.
No doubt. That plays a huge factor. And remember, before the scandal, the Astros were the little engine that could, the team that everybody rooted for to knock off these teams with the monster payrolls. But also look at it. Did you see Peyton Manning's enshrinement in the Hall of Fame? And Tom Brady was there. And Peyton just kind of mentioned, like, hey, Tom's here to support me. And everybody just started booing him for no reason.
Yeah, right.
You know, and Tom's like, what did I do? But, you know, he's been to 10 Super Bowls and he's won 7 of them. I think there's a thing where people just get tired of seeing the same team win a lot. And I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and then in the article, too, this guy, he's in L.A., right? He's a media member in L.A. He says, and the Astros are loathed by most baseball fans for cheating to win a championship. But this is typical Dodger stuff, isn't it? It doesn't matter what the evidence says. There was no cheating in 2019. And by the way, the Astros won 2 games in L.A. where they couldn't cheat, but they don't care. They're still, even in the face of all of the evidence, and the evidence was that most people hate the Dodgers and Yankees, still, this writer says the Astros are the most loathed.
This is the same thing from that Bill Plaschke LA Times article that said that Clayton Kershaw threw 51 curveballs against the Astros in Game 5, and the Astros didn't swing at any of them. Who is he, Lance McCullers? He threw 51 curveballs in that appearance? Yeah. No, actually, he threw a lot of sliders. His slider was not very good. It was 51 breaking pitches, and the Astros swung at 18 of them. So they just fudged the facts, and nobody checks them on it.
Yeah, no, and that is just so typical of baseball fan too, is to work whatever data into your own narrative and make sure that, and everybody just make sure that the Astros are looking the worst. And you know what? Thank you. We got to bask in this. We got to stop getting running from it. You know what? Bring on the hatred. You know, the Astros keep on winning, and you keep on hating, people. Just keep on hating, because you know what? The Astros play better. They play better the more vitriol they have right now. Last year, not so much. This year, for sure. So keep on hating, LA. Keep on hating.